Have you ever wondered if there's a blueprint for a successful life? A formula so powerful, yet so simple, that it could fit into just 3 sentences. Today, we're diving deep into one of the shortest, yet most profound chapters of the Quran, Surah Al-Asr. The great scholar Imam Al-Shafi'i once said, if people were to ponder on this surah, it would be sufficient for them. That's a huge statement. So, what makes these 3 verses so monumental? Let's find out together. Surah Al-Asr, the 103rd chapter of the Quran, is considered by many to be the entire message of Islam in a nutshell. It begins with a powerful oath, a divine attempt grabber, wal asr, which means by time. Allah swears by time itself. Why? Because time is the stage of our lives. It's the one resource we can never get back. Every second that ticks by is a piece of our life gone forever. Imagine time as your capital. If you invest it wisely, you profit. If you waste it, you go bankrupt. This oath immediately forces us to ask, what am I doing with my time? Some scholars also interpret Al-Asr as the specific era of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, a time of ultimate guidance. Others see it as a reference to the afternoon prayer, a daily reminder to pause and connect with our Creator. Whichever way you see it, the message is clear: pay attention. Time is precious, and it's slipping away. After this powerful opening comes a shocking and universal verdict. In al-insana lafi khusr. Indeed, mankind is in loss. This isn't just about some people. It's about all of humanity. Without a specific path, our default setting is loss. Think about it. This isn't about worldly success. You could be a billionaire, a celebrity, or a king. But in the divine calculation, if you're not on the right path, you are in a state of khusr, a deep, spiritual loss that leads to ruin. This verse completely shatters our modern ideas of success. It's a diagnosis of the human condition when we are disconnected from divine guidance. We are all on a trajectory towards spiritual bankruptcy, unless is where the hope lies. This is the prescription, the escape clause from the universal rule of loss. The final verse gives us a 4-point plan for salvation, a complete program for success. It says, except for those who have believed and done righteous deeds, and advised each other to the truth, and advised each other to patience. Let's break down these 4 pillars. First, illa ladina amanu, except for those who have believed. This is the foundation, faith, or iman. But this isn't just saying I believe. It's a deep conviction in your heart about the oneness of God, the prophets, and the life to come. It's the spiritual operating system that gives meaning to everything else you do. Without this core belief, our actions, no matter how good they seem, are like beautiful buildings with no foundation. They lack eternal value and are ultimately weightless. Second, wamilu saliyat, and done righteous deeds. Faith can't just stay in the heart. It has to be put into action. This is the pillar of righteous action. This includes all our acts of worship, like prayer, fasting, and charity. But it goes so much further. It's about being honest in your business dealings, being kind to your parents, helping a neighbor, and even perfecting your work for the sake of God. Righteous deeds turn every part of your daily life, from your job to your family interactions, into an act of worship. It connects your faith to your reality, making you a positive, constructive force in the world. Now, the surah shifts from the individual to the community. The third pillar is watawasa bil haq, and advise each other to the truth. This means a believer can't live in a bubble of personal piety. We have a shared responsibility to promote what is good, true, and just. This can mean sharing knowledge, offering gentle advice, standing up against injustice, and supporting each other in living a moral life. In our modern age of misinformation and confusion, this duty is more critical than ever. It's about building a community that actively works together to uphold goodness. We become each other's keepers. And finally, the 4th pillar, which is the fuel for all the others. Tawasaw bis sabar, and advise each other to patience. The word for patience here is sabar, and it's so much more than just waiting. It means steadfastness, perseverance, and discipline. To hold on to faith when you have doubts requires sabr. To consistently do good deeds, even when it's hard, requires sabr. And to stand for the truth when you face opposition requires immense sabr. The surah says we must advise each other to have this patience. This acknowledges that staying strong is a team sport. We need to support and encourage one another to keep going, especially when times are tough. So, what does this all mean for us today? In a world filled with anxiety, a loss of meaning, and social division, Surah Al-Asr is the perfect antidote. It completely redefines success. It's not about what you have, but about who you are and what you do for your Creator and His creation. This surah gives us a clear framework for personal development. It starts with fixing your inner self with faith, then translating that faith into good actions, and finally, extending that goodness to build a strong, supportive community. Notice how salvation here is a collective project. The verse uses the plural, those who, not the one who. We are saved together. True success is found in a community built on mutual care, accountability, and shared responsibility. This ancient wisdom is the perfect guide for navigating the pressures of modern life. Faith gives us an anchor. Good deeds give us purpose. Advising to truth helps us fight falsehood. And advising to patience gives us the resilience to never give up. The oath by time is a constant reminder to live consciously, to see every single day as a precious gift that must be invested in the currency of faith and good deeds. It's a powerful call to action against laziness and living a life without purpose. To live by Surah Al-Asr is to dedicate your life to something bigger than yourself. It's a roadmap to a life of meaning and, by God's mercy, eternal success. In just 3 short verses, we are given a complete diagnosis of the human condition and the perfect 4-part cure. It's a miracle of wisdom that is as relevant today as it was over 1400 years ago. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into Surah Al-Asr. If this reflection resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that connects our faith to our daily lives. And remember to ponder on this surah. It truly might be all you need. Peace be with you.